Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is? This your boy. This your boy, Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah, man, today is a very chilly October 30th, 2023, a Monday. Very chilly. Just got over a little rain. But I'm going to ask y'all a question. Y'all know how I do. I don't sit around and hesitate. I just go straight hard in the paint. I know a lot of y'all probably look at this video as it come through, and I noticed that the shadow banning is very real, man. If I showed y'all what they done to my YouTube page over just the last 4 days, y'all probably wouldn't cry. A lot of y'all probably clap. But they're cracking down on real information. So I'm finna give y'all some real information about what we here in America as taxpayers, we generous taxpayers in America, so generous that we finna pay for Israel to ethnically cleanse the Gaza Strip and then eventually the West Bank. Now let me get off into this. Do y'all realize what's really going on with Israel and Hamas? Like say Hamas, but the Palestinians, they're not just responding to an event that happened on October the 7th, because first and foremost, October the 7th, the Israeli government knew that this thing was going to happen. But Benjamin Netanyahu, evil ass, decided to hold that information. You know why he wanted to hold that information? He knew what was going to happen. He allowed it to happen. Now he's using that to ethnically cleanse the whole Gaza Strip, meaning that he's finna wipe them 2.1 million people that's in the Gaza Strip out. He's finna kill as many as he can, and then the rest of them, he's trying to move them out of Israel into the, I think it's the Sinai Desert. That's what's really going on, y'all. It ain't about, guess what? If it was about the 1,400 Israelis who tragically lost their lives on October the 7th, let's talk about the almost 8,000 people, women and children mostly, that Israel has murdered since October the 7th. You're talking about an inappropriate response to an event? Come on, y'all. And let me show y'all something, you Christians. Let me show you how, excuse my language, but how fucked your rationalization of this situation here is, because you'll try to use the Bible to do this. But do y'all realize Netanyahu and the people who are oppressing the Palestinians, been repressing them for almost 70-some years now, because this just did not start on October the 7th. But do y'all realize those people are what you call Zionists? They don't even believe in your Bible. As a matter of fact, Benjamin Netanyahu just yesterday, which would have been morning our time here in America, got up and tried to quote the Bible. I think it was 1 Samuel or something, where he talks about, he asked Israel to remember Lamech, and then God told the Israelites to go down there and destroy everything that has life in its body. That's what Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, said this morning. Their objective is not to get back at Hamas, but to ethnically cleanse the Palestinians from the Gaza Strip and then go into the West Bank. Now think about this. If Hamas was such a problem, which Hamas is specifically located in the Gaza Strip, you got a whole nother section of Israel where Palestinians are being held in open-air prisons and concentration camps called the West Bank. If the problem with Hamas is in Gaza, why are they killing Palestinians in the West Bank? No, the whole objective right now is to get you all hot and bothered here in America, because right now America is really one of the only countries that is supporting this massacre, this atrocity that's going on in Israel at the tune of your tax dollars. You're paying for this. You Christians are saying that these are God people. These people have nothing to do with God because they are Zionists. And their whole objective is not to do anything about, they're using October the 7th to create the greatest genocide in world history right before your eyes. See, they couldn't do this back in 1948 and get away with it. I don't see how they could do it now and get away with it, because in 1948 they didn't have all these cameras. They didn't have all these independent news sources, such as myself, that's going to come out here and give you all an alternative explanation as to what's going on. Now, this ain't about getting rid of Hamas. This is about getting rid of 2.1 million people out of that country. And guess what, America? Through the open border that your President Joe Biden got going on right now, guess where some of these people going to come from, including members of Hamas? They're going to come up through your Mexican border, through your southern border, here to America, ready to create a so-called terrorist plot next to you. Aren't y'all so glad for being so great a citizen that you all will not ask questions about what's really going on? Let me give y'all something else before I go. I got to go. Let me show you how Jeffrey Epstein played a part in all this. Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent. His job was to catch your politicians in compromising situations with little boys and little girls. That's what Jeffrey Epstein's job was. Now, Jeffrey Epstein, once he catch your American politicians in these compromising situations, now he goes to bat and tell them that they need to make donations to the great old country of Israel, who is now committing ethnic cleansing and genocide against the Palestinians. Jeffrey Epstein was a spy for the Israeli government, and he caught your politicians and entertainers and most powerful people on the planet having sex with little boys and little girls, and then he would use that information to blackmail your politicians on behalf of Israel. That's what's really going down. So until y'all see me a little bit again tonight, y'all can catch me. I'm going to go a lot more in detail tonight on my YouTube channel, The Real News Behind the News. All y'all do is just go look at The Real News Behind the News. Matter of fact, I'll throw a link in the comment section. Y'all go catch The Real News Behind the News tonight, where I'm going to break it. Tonight, where I'm going to break it all the way down. I'm going to show you again how Jeffrey Epstein was used to control your politicians here in America on behalf of Israel. And then I'm going to tell y'all a lot more. And I'm going to show y'all how deep this situation going, because Turkey has just come out and told Israelis and the United States and the whole United Nations, if Israel keeps this shit up, Turkey, the Turkish army, are going to march into Israel and wipe that shit out. Oh, this shit finna get deep, y'all. And we have no clue in America. We just got through watching football yesterday and not paying attention to the fact that a very inappropriate response to the event that happened on October 7th. True, tragically, 1,400 Israelis lost their lives. But guess what? In just the last 5 days, they done killed almost 4,000 babies. And when I say babies, I'm talking about children under the age of 15. The Israelis have murdered almost 4,000 Palestinian children since then. Almost 8,000, almost close to 10,000, depending on what number you look at. Almost 10,000 Palestinians have lost their life. That's very inappropriate. That is collective punishment. Everything that Israel is doing are war crimes under the Geneva Convention, the United Nations treaties, everything that you can look at in international law and order. Israel has violated every fucking article of war that every international treaty or convention has put forth, and we here in America championing that shit. Must be